Vibe Crypto here, welcome to another video, and today we are going to be doing a full complete tutorial on Bullex. Now, Bullex is the newest trading bot. It's my preferred trading bot of choice when coming to trade Solana Memecoins. And today I'm going to be going through all of the features. I'm going to show you how to use them. I'm also going to explain them. So if you're completely new or if you've started trading, then this should be a great video for you to get the grasps of things on Bullex. Now, if you haven't signed up for Bullex, I'll leave a link in the description. Once you click that, it should take you to Telegram, and then you can just log in and it'll take you to the Bullex website. Now, this is where you can do all your trading. This is where you can also find coins. Now, I prefer Bullex for finding coins than just going and looking on pump.fun, because I find Bullex that you can add your own filters and you can see much more data much easier. Like, instead of seeing a 1 minute candle, you can see a 1 second candle. Now, once you've set up your filters, you can look in new creations, about to graduate, or even coins that have graduated onto Radium. Now, this is on the Pump Vision tab. You have a new pairs tab up here. Now, this is where you can see all the new coins and you can have an audit report. So this can help you identify if there's scams or not and stay away from scams. Now, many of the coins you can see, I've got this icon here from pump.fun, so I quite like to be in Pump Vision to find good coins. Now, once you're in Bullex, you can just go to the wallet manager. And now, this is where you can add funds to your account, start trading. So now, if you want to deposit, you'll come to this page and you have to fund your trading wallet. Over here, you just press add funds, and then you can send funds from a centralized exchange like Coinbase or Binance and send it here. And then you can change whether you want it in Solana, Ethereum. Depends on what you want to trade with. Now, I trade with Solana. Today we'll be trading with Solana. That is just how you fund your account. Now, once you're here, you'll have a withdrawal wallet as well, where you can then withdraw and funds will be sent to this wallet. So you can set that to whatever you want. That's just where your funds are going to be withdrawn when you want to cash out your positions. Now, above this, you'll have portfolios, so you can see what you're invested in. Now, this is fresh account, but you can see what coins you're in, what active positions, your past ones, and you can track it just from, you can see the live P&Ls, you can see live profits. You can see realized P&L, unrealized, and you can see how much you've got in open positions, how much you've closed out. So this is quite a nice screen as well. Automation, I don't touch this, but this is where you can have active buy orders when it reaches certain market cap, or active sell orders when it reaches certain market cap. I'll show you how to do that on the Bullex chart when you go onto Pump Vision. Explore, this is the equivalent of like a DEX trending, like the first page on like DEX. You can go and you can put filters and you can look for whatever projects that you might want to invest in. Now, when you go to new pairs, you can find brand new pairs. And this is where, if your strategy is, you can stay camp and find maybe a gem or something. But a lot of the times you don't really want to be looking here because you have to be there for hours to maybe find something. So I prefer to go onto Pump Vision. That's where you can do, your 2 to 3x's pretty easily. Now, once you're on Pump Vision and you've funded the account, you can look at new creations. You can look at about to graduate or graduate. Graduate is once it's hit Radium and it's bonded. About to graduate is when it's kind of close, when it's a decently higher market cap on pump.fun. And new creations is completely fresh tokens. So I prefer to be on this page rather than new pairs up here, because on this page you can see many more projects at like different stages, and you can also filter it out so you get good projects. So the filters I've put on token age. I'd like something within the last hour. I also just look at pump.fun tokens. I don't put many different filters because I don't want to filter out good projects, or because I want to keep it open, because I trust I can be able to filter out by just looking into what I think is good. So I believe I can just look at a chart and then see if the volume's good or not. Like this one, it's got decent volume. Now, this is where you're going to be looking at coins. You've got the live chart price here. You can do whatever analysis you want. You can look at how much percentage change. For example, that was an 80% jump just from there. And this is where you're going to be trading. Now, you've got the buy here and the sell. Now, you can put in whatever amount you want to do. If you want to put in 0.05 0.05 or 0.01 or even 1 sol if you wanted to. And then you've got gas fees here. Now you need to change these settings to what you want. My last video goes through fees and settings and slippage, so make sure to check that out, but I'll give you a little quick run through now. Gas fees is what you're going to be paying for depending on how quick you want your transaction to go through. Slippage depends on how much price action you want to allow your order to get into, and it protects you from maybe buying in at a really high market cap or not. Mev protection, you want to enable that, but if you're in a really high volume coin, you might want to put in like a little bribe fee of like 0.01, for example. Now sell settings, you can do the same thing, set your slippage and buy priority fee. Look, now if you want to set in stop losses and take profits, I'll show you that right here. You want to go to advanced sell or advanced buy, for example. Here, advanced sell, you can set in auto sell. You want to enable it. So just click here to create a new strategy, and then you can now set your stop losses and your take profits. So you can have a 20%. Once it goes down 20% from your entry, you can sell maybe 50% if you want. And let's say if it goes 80% above your entry, you can sell maybe 30% of your position, and then you can do another one for another take profit. So you can then do 50%. Maybe you want to sell 15%, for example, or maybe or at 150%, you might want to sell half your bag, for example. Now you can save the sell strategy. There are gas fees because these count as trades, so you have to remember that depending on how much you're trading with. Now this is how you can have a take profit stop loss strategy. Now just as we've been looking at this coin, I should have put in a little buy order because it's just done a 2x since entry. Once you've done that part, you can see sort of the volume, how much volume there is. You can see the orders placed. You can see the trades, you can see the holder distribution, you can see the percentage, how much is held. You can see how much the top 10 holds. So top 10 holds 25%. That's quite normal. You can see the top traders, you can see their P&Ls, for example, when they bought in, how much they sold for. You can see your positions over on this tab. Then you can see the history of your trades during the coin. That's quite useful. You can see when you sold or bought. I quite like looking here because you can see the frequency of the trades. So look, this one has good volume. There's always buys and sells every few seconds. So there's decent movement. Once you've looked at this, this is very important. You need to look at the bubble map. So you need to check the bubble map, see how many wallets are connected or not. Look, here it looks decent. They're not connected, but you should still keep an eye out to see when some wallets bought, if they're holding, if they've sold. And that's what you can do with the holders tab and the top traders tab. You can see here. Now Bullex is useful because you can see the dev, when the dev bought, when the dev sold. It's useful. You can also see if there's any insiders in the coin, for example. Now it looks like there's a little dip here. You can see up the top you've got the links. So you've got the links for the Twitter, you've got links for the Telegram, and you've got the links for the pump.fun. You can check the pump.fun here. You can see it here. You can see the meme, and this is useful because you want to check the threads, right? You want to see how it's going and how people think or they think about the coin. Also on Bullex you have checks. So here you can do checks. So you can see the deploy address, you can see if they've burnt the liquidity tokens. If they have, that's very good. You see top 10 holders is pretty decent, since usually they'd be holding 1.5%, 2%. So top 10 around 20%. That's all right. But if you're not using Bullex, you need to, because you will fall behind if you're not using Bullex. So I've got a link in the description. Make sure to sign up if you haven't already. Also, this was a requested video from the Telegram, so make sure to join the Telegram if you haven't joined. We've got our group here that you can come in. We always chat all the time. And if you want to come speak to me, this is the best way you can get in contact. Or I'm also active on Twitter. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and stay safe out there.